Hi there. Thank you for picking up the Rainbow Fizz kit. This is gonna be super fun and you'll be able to do it over and over again, just as many times as we've got supplies for. Maybe you even have some of these supplies at home that you can use too. Here we go. So when you got your kit, we've got some of these tools that I added to the bag for you. We've got our ice tray with the little squares, our pipettes. These are super awesome for picking up the liquid. And then these are the containers of our liquid. This liquid is our acid in this project. This is colored vinegar. So we've got our primary colors, blue, yellow, and red. My suggestion to make this project last a little bit longer is to kind of give the liquid form a little bit at a time. So maybe you start with, a favorite color. Maybe you start with blue, maybe you start with yellow, and then you introduce the next color. And then you finally add the third color so that we can get some magic happening in this tray. Now, what's not in your kit are gonna be some small jars to be able to put the vinegar into. These are really just our carrying vessel for our vinegar, our colored vinegar. So this is gonna be more like whomever's setting up the project. If you've got an older artist or you are an older artist, then feel free to squeeze some of this liquid into a container that you have. Again, I wouldn't fill it all the way up because we kind of want to make sure that this project lasts a while and you can do it over a few times. So no need to use it all at once. Now I have a whole bunch of different kinds of jars. Your jar is gonna look different than mine. You want it to be pretty sturdy. Maybe some other examples. I've got maybe this wide base cup. I do a lot of good recycling. This is an awesome fruit cup. So applesauce used to be in there, or maybe you have a baby food jar, or maybe you just have a cup that you drink out of. All are gonna be really good options, but you're gonna need 3 of them. So 1 for each of our primary colors. Now what I forgot to show you earlier is gonna be our bag of baking soda. This is our base in the project and we're going to add it into the little squares. So it's gonna be hiding in the container. Now, you might want some adult help in this. If you think you've got it sorted out, then give it a try. I'm using a handy dandy heart spoon, but any spoon will work. I'm sure you've got something that will work just as cool at home. Now you'll notice I am kind of like a train going down each line and filling it up with a bit of the baking soda. You're gonna need about 2 scoops of this to get through all the crevices. I have added a little bit of the baking soda into each little square. Some of them have less, some of them have more, some of them are chunky, some of them are overflowing. All these things are a-okay. And then over here is where I've got the vinegar, and when the vinegar gets added to the baking soda, the magic happens. Now I'm not gonna show you that part because I want you to see it for yourself, but a pipette. So let's learn about a pipette. This is a pipette. You squeeze the top portion. Well, you saw those bubbles in there maybe. When you release, when you let go, like entirely, for the littles, when you release entirely, it kind of just helps get the concept going. It fills up into the tube and it stays there. You can kind of see that tiny little drop maybe at the end. And then when you squeeze again, it is released. A lot or a little. Something that's kind of fun to do with pipettes is see how high you can get it up the tube. You, of course, would be putting this color into maybe a specific spot. Maybe you want to try and make a rainbow. That one's a fun one where we've got like red, orange. How do you make orange? You add a little bit of yellow with a little bit of red. You get orange for the next layer. Yellow, green, blue, and purple, which is really awesome for color mixing. And practicing making your secondary colors, or willy-nilly everywhere. And then once you have kind of all the colors filled up inside your tray and you're pretty satisfied with what you've got, maybe you want to start over entirely, which means you can, I usually suggest pouring it away from you, but you can tip it out into this handy tray that I'm gonna give you. There usually won't be enough ingredients in here to overflow the tray, so you just be able to dump it out and actually add the vinegar back in. More often than not, there's enough baking soda in here to still keep the science project going. If you feel like you wanna add some more, that's okay too. This is your fun science experiment. Thanks for experimenting, and hopefully you try this over and over again.